The last part of our double lesson today was about particle motion in gases. The temperature of a gas determines the energy in the kinetic stores of its particles. It can also affect the pressure and the volume of the gas. The particles in a gas are constantly moving with random directions and speeds. If you increase the temperature of a gas, you transfer energy into the kinetic energy stores of its particles. The temperature of a gas is related to the average energy in the kinetic energy stores of the particles in the gas. The higher the temperature, the higher the average energy. So as you increase the temperature of a gas, the average speed of its particles increases. This is because the energy in the particle's kinetic energy store is a half of the mass times velocity squared. As gas particles move about at high speeds, they bang into each other and whatever else happens to get in the way. When they collide with a surface, they exert a force on it. Pressure is force per unit area, so this means they exert a pressure too. In a sealed container, the outward gas pressure is the total force exerted by all of the particles in the gas on the unit area of the container wall. Faster particles and more collisions with the wall of the container both lead to an increase in the net force, so the gas pressure. Increasing temperature will increase the speed and the number of collisions, and so the pressure if the volume is kept constant. So from this little bit, we need to know about the molecules in a gas and their motion. We've described that earlier in the topic. We need to know that the temperature is related to the kinetic energy. The bigger the temperature, the more kinetic energy the particles have. Know that the change of temperature of a gas in a constant volume, so held in the same size container, will change the pressure exerted by the gas. So if you increase the temperature, you'll increase the pressure. If you decrease the temperature, you will decrease the pressure. Explain how the motion of the molecules in a gas relates to its temperature and pressure. So the higher the temperature, the more motion, the more movement, the more collisions, the faster the speed. And finally, explain qualitatively, so that's describing qualities. Explain the qualities of the relationship between the temperature of gas and its pressure at a constant volume. So explain why, if you increase the temperature, the pressure will increase. This is the end of the topic. In the last video, I said the test was on Wednesday. It is in fact on Thursday because we don't have a lesson on Wednesday. So you should be revising hard now. Make sure that you are using these videos wisely.